Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's had a wonderful week. Today I am just going to do a get ready with me. I am actually getting ready to go see Miranda Lambert tonight with one of my best friends. So we're just going to do a look for the concert tonight, and we're going to play with some of my favorite products. I think I've only got one new product to play with today. Everything else is stuff that I've used in past videos. So we're going to go ahead and start with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and we're going to go ahead and prime my eyes and work with that first. Alright, now that I've got my MAC Painterly Paint Pot on, I'm going to go ahead and start with eyeshadow. Today I am going to be playing with one of my McGrath palettes. This was one that I got from my last video. I'm going to keep it kind of simple today with this look. I'm going to go ahead and start with this shade here. I gotta find the right brush. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this brush here. This one's one of my brushes from Kevyn. Now, if you're looking for an inexpensive eyeshadow brush set, I would recommend trying Amazon. Sometimes they don't always have the best quality brushes, but you get really lucky sometimes also. I was just dinking around and I found these online and I was just like, I have to have these. They're really good brushes. They're very soft. The only issue I really had with them was they did tend to fall apart, meaning not so much the brush, but more so this shaft here. It did start to deteriorate after some time, but I've had these brushes for I think 4 years now, 4 or 5 years now, and they've lasted me a very long time as long as you take care of them really well, make sure they're properly cleaned. They will last you a very long time. So I'm going to go ahead with that light shade, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the as my base on my eye. All right, now that I've brushed on the base color, I'm going to go in with a little bit darker of a color to kind of add a little bit of depth to my eye. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this color here and use that to kind of create a little bit of a crease there. I'm going to use one of my fluffy brushes from Morphe. It's my M504. Now you don't want to get a ton of product on the brush to kind of create that crease. You're going to want to kind of tap it off just to make sure there's not a ton of fallout. It does make things a little bit more complicated when you have a ton on there because then you have to go in and fix it. So sometimes it's just best to start with a little bit and work your way into more. Brush. I am going to go in with my Sephora Pro Featherweight Crease 38 instead. That brush kind of wasn't doing it, so we're going to go in with a different brush and work from there. Now you're going to want to just kind of dust it in the crease. You're not going to want to just brush it on. Kind of use some swirling motions to kind of blend it in. Obviously, you want to do what's best for your eye shape. Nobody has the same eye shape. So always do what is going to complement your eye shape the best. You can use tapping motions, you can use wiper blade motions, you can even do the swirling effect. You don't have to just do everything the way I do it. I'm just kind of showing you how it should be done. All right, now I am gonna go in with a little bit darker of a color to kind of help create a little bit more depth and kind of help pull things together a little bit more. I'm gonna go in with this burgundy color right here. It's more of a chocolatey burgundy color. I'm gonna go in with that color and add a little bit more dimension and make sure it's completely blended out. I am going to take that shade that I used in the crease and I am going to add it to my lid a little bit to kind of help give it a little bit darker dimension. Now that that's blended out, I'm going to go in with my big Pat McGrath palette, and I'm actually going to add a little bit of sparkle to my eye. Let me blend out just a little bit more. I see. All right, now that I have the eye makeup done, I'm going to go in and use my Colourpop liquid eyeliner from Ulta. It was $8, so really inexpensive. I'm going to go in and put a winged liner in and kind of help pull this look together. Now that I have that done, I am going to go in with my eyebrows. I'm going to work with my eyebrows real quick. I'm going to use my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color medium brown. That's the color I usually turn to the most in regards to my eyes, or my eyebrows. For me, it's the most matchable color, and it's been pretty hard to find something else that matches it. Also, in regards to the quality, I haven't had the best of luck with some of the more drugstore priced brands in regards to brow pomade. So I've been trying to stick with my Anastasia brow pomade just because it works the best for me. If you find something that works good for you, definitely go for it and use it. I'm not saying you have to use what I use. It's just something I prefer to use. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows real quick and I will be right back. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my NARS Concealer to kind of help hide some of these imperfections in my under eye. Blended out really well. Now I'm gonna go in with my contour stick by Anastasia. It's actually a foundation stick, but I use it as contour just to kind of help create a little bit of dimension. I am actually going to go in and cover up some of these areas. I kind of had a snafu with some of our electronics over this last weekend, and I hit myself in the face. So I'm going to go in and cover that up. Cover up a couple blemishes that I've got from this week. And we're going to blend out with our beauty sponge again. I am going to go in with my foundation for today. I haven't talked about this one yet. This is by Philosophy. It's called Renewed Hope in a Jar. It is actually a tinted moisturizer. This is in the shade 3.5 Sand. It's actually a really good feeling foundation. It doesn't get sticky, it doesn't get tacky, it actually dries down on the skin pretty well, plus you're getting your sunscreen protection and you're getting a moisturizer benefit out of it as well. So I'm going to use that today as my foundation and go over my contour and concealer and kind of blend it out from there. I'm going to use my damp beauty blender, and honestly a little is enough with this stuff because it blends out so beautifully. We're gonna wait for that to kind of dry in and sink into the skin. I actually have a really good story behind this. I went into Ulta to find a foundation that actually would work for my skin, and one of the ladies that was working that day, she came up to me and she told me, she's like, honey, you've got great skin. I don't understand why you want to cover it up with a heavy foundation. She said, instead of covering it up with a heavy foundation, you should try a tinted moisturizer. So she recommended this, and I was sold the moment she put it on my face. I love the way it felt. It didn't feel like I was wearing any makeup. It felt so good to the touch, and it actually has really good coverage. So honestly, it is a little bit more expensive. It is, I believe it's either $40 or $45. So it is a little bit more expensive for the little bit that you get in this jar. But I'm telling you, if you're looking for something that's got more of a natural finish, not something so heavy, this is the route to go. It's very, very nice on your skin. It doesn't smell, it smells like sunscreen, or maybe even a little bit tinted moisturizer. So there's no incredibly horrific smell to it. It's a really great tinted moisturizer. I was gonna call it a BB cream, but that's not right. So next what I'm going to do is I am going to go in with a little bit of setting spray to kind of, or excuse me, setting powder to kind of set some of this area underneath my eyes. And I'm going to kind of help set the rest of my face. This is actually a new product, and I kind of played with it in my last video just because I was so excited to get it. Or wait, did I? No, I didn't. So this is absolutely brand new. This is the Jeffree Star Setting Powder in Translucent. This is $22. Really big container for a setting powder. And I'm telling you, it smells so heavenly. I opened it up and it smelled like waffles, or like a waffle cone, and I am so in love with it. This is the only setting powder I've been reaching for as of late, not just for the smell, but for the fineness of this powder. It is very, very fine, and it goes on like a dream. So we're gonna put this on to kind of help set the rest of my face, and I will be right back. Alright, now that I have my setting powder all done and dusted away, I am going to go in with the final touches. I'm going to go in with a bronzer and a blush and a highlight. I'm going to stick with one that I've been using lately. I'm going to go in with my Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze to kind of warm up the face a little bit. Alright, next I am going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me blush in the color Coral. And I'm going to use that to add a little bit of rosiness to my cheeks. I'm going to go in with my I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go in with my Ofra highlighter in the color Pillow Talk. It's a pinky color. It's really pretty. I haven't actually used this one a ton just because I've been reaching for other highlighters more. But if you want a really good highlighter, Ofra does have some pretty incredible highlighters. They're a little bit more expensive. These I actually got on Nordstrom Rack for 16 bucks each. And I got two of them in the same order. So 32 bucks for two highlighters really isn't that bad. You can still get these colors in like Ulta or Sephora, but you're probably going to end up paying full price. I would recommend checking out Nordstrom Rack for these, just because it's the older packaging, and that's why they're kind of putting them on clearance. They have new packaging now. It looks a lot more clean. It's the simple container with the cleared front top, just to kind of help you see the product. I'm going to use the color Pillow Talk though as my highlight for the day. And we're going to put on some mascara and some lashes, and we're going to set the whole face. Alright, so the blush isn't really doing a good job of sticking, and I've kind of noticed that the more I'm using it. So I'm going to go in with a different brush, or excuse me, blush. I'm going to go in with my Kevyn Accuoin blush. See if I can't bump that up a little bit. I'm going to go in with my Morphe setting spray and kind of help lay down a solid foundation for my makeup to make it stay longer. But next I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara to kind of help coat my lashes. And I'm going to put on a set of falsies, and I'll be right back. Alright, that completes the look for today. It is a very glam look. I did put on a little bit of lipstick to kind of help finish up everything. If you guys have any comments below, let me know down in the comment section. Love to hear from you guys. Also, if you have any suggestions or things that I need to try out, let me know in the comments below. I did get a very strange product in this week. So, with that being said, next weekend will be me testing out that product. It is a setting powder that claims to be waterproof. So, if you would like to watch that video, please subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!